Traditional brake control systems introduce multiple boxes. That's one really unique change in the Audi e-tron. We have this one box design of our brake control unit. My name is Marco Hörter. I'm a project leader of the brake control unit of the Audi e-tron. We start with the brake pedal. The brake pedal is pressed by the driver itself, and then it is mechanically linked to our brake system. Our ECU, our software on our system, manages the handshake between the electrical engine as a brake actuator and the friction brake. So we sense every driving maneuver, and then we decide on our software if we use either the electrical engine to brake the car, or on the other hand, we can use the friction brake to stop the car in different maneuvers.
The Audi e-tron gives you a lot of options. You don't have to change your driving style completely to get the optimal range of the car. My name is Michael Wein, and I'm responsible for recuperation within the Audi e-tron. Depending on the driving cycle and the driving style, but about 20 to 30% of the range is done by the recuperation system. You don't have to think of, if I touch the brake pedal, I lose energy, it won't happen in the car anymore. You can step on the brake pedal, and then the generator kicks in and does hold the braking here.
The ECU in our system is highly sophisticated. If they monitor or sense a pedestrian, for instance, crossing the road, then there is an electrical signal which comes from the driver assistance systems to our brake control unit. And this signal tells our system, wow, we have to stop immediately because there's a pedestrian in front of the car. And that initializes then in our system the brake pressure to stop the car. So in the e-tron, we can internally react 10 times faster than a human being on the signal, and that improves the overall.
I think one of the major topics for our e-trons that we see that charging itself has to be smart, and charging is a very important topic for the e-tron. My name is Reinhard Beer, and I'm responsible for the charging program at Audi. For me, I'm working at Audi since 2011 on charging topics. Since then, we have 22 electrical engineers working on charging.
We decided to have a very fast charging system. We decided for the 150 kilowatt system. My name is Maximilian. I'm responsible for the project coordination of our charging topics. This is quite unique. The normal standard is from 50 up to 110 or 120 kilowatts. We decided we want to go a step ahead and set a new limit, and so we want to go for the future with the 150. And you have to imagine that the full techniques behind the cables, the contacts, and all the stuff around the cooling of the high voltage system.
Regarding the cooling system, it's really important that the cells are always in a stable temperature area, so they don't like it if it is too cold or if it is too hot. My name is Andreas Nöst. I'm responsible for the development of the high voltage battery for the Audi e-tron. We have 150 kilowatt charging, so there is also really important that you have a good cooling system, that you can charge the car within 30 minutes to 80%. The battery system is manufactured by Audi. We decided that we use prismatic cells and pouch cells. So prismatic ones are like little boxes, and then you have also the other version that are called pouch, that are little pouch bags, we call it. We had to find solutions to bring these different kind of cell formats into the battery, that we are flexible and can use both of them. Regarding safety, we put a lot of focus on the battery housing. So we have a really strong metal frame from aluminum that we put around the whole housing of the battery. And we put also a lot of different seat box between the different cells and cell modules, that the whole battery system is really strong in different crash situations. Additionally, it's really a part of the whole body of the car and increases the stiffness for the whole car.
For me as a young engineer, I could really get my ideas involved in the Audi e-tron project.
For me, it's a pretty nice thing because we have lots of colleagues working together here, so it's kind of a teamwork project.
Not many young engineers had such a huge influence. That makes me every time proud.
You have really the best Audi quality in the car, and additionally it's not a classical combustion engine car, it's really a real electrical vehicle.
We develop cars for more than 100 years and we create really great combustion engines. But the Audi e-tron project we really started 4 to 5 years ago on a white piece of paper to design those electric axles for that car. My name is Joachim Dörr. I'm responsible for the electric machine design and the electric axle design. Of course, we thought about all kinds of electric machines at the beginning of the project. One goal was to develop the main components, for example, power electronics, electric machine and the gear, and to combine it so that you get a really intelligent axle kit for the car. We decided to make the complete axle drive kit with asynchronous machines because you do not need the magnets with the rare earths. In an electric car, the battery has direct voltage and the power electronics switches this to a three-phase alternating current which go to the electric machine. The stator creates magnetic field which closes through the rotor. For example, for our asynchronous machines, this creates torque. So the rotor turns and 1,000 times per second we can control the power of each axle, which is normally not possible with a conventional four-wheel drive. With a normal combustion engine, you have that big gearbox which is trying to deliver the power as good as possible to the axles. And with the electric quattro, you are fully free and you can create an awesome driving feeling. From the beginning of the project, we took a lot of effort to make a really good cooling of the machines. We have cooling water, of course, around the stator, also rotor internal cooling and bearing plate cooling. So, in fact, the electric machine is completely packed with water. And this is special for Audi. Normal electric cars can manage to accelerate from 0 to 100 maybe 4 to 6 times. And we can manage this maybe 10 times, 15, 20 times, no problem, without making the machines too hot. Our Audi e-tron is an SUV, but for a special period of time we can put much more current into the machine. It accelerates like a sports car. And this is the boost mode, we can really power forward. The first few seconds you can beat almost everything. What I'm really proud about is what we reached with our team. They did a really good job. This is very exciting to see the car drive on the streets and to read comparison tests in the magazines. I'm sure that we beat some of those competitors.